up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers, and man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, then I'll call this number again, okay?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Take.
Good morning, each and everyone. Morning, CJ.
Let's see if people can hear you. It looks like they can hear you, but then last time they couldn't hear you, so we'll see in about 30 seconds if they can hear you. In the meantime, don't say anything too hilarious.
Well, I think the cats in the next building 2 blocks away could hear me usually. So I'm always wondering.
Yeah, but when CJ Scams is your morning producer, you take it's a lot different, bigger risk.
Thank you, Tragic Magic. He confirmed, or she confirmed.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, good morning, everyone. Yeah. Great to see you guys today. Thank you for joining us. Morning, John.
What up, Mr. I Spy?
Yeah.
New moon. Great. What's up?
Yeah. It's great to see everyone here today. We are, welcome to the Morning Scam Show. If this is your first time, basically we provide a place to hang out twice a week. We'll have some guests on. We will play some scam baiting videos. We will chat about random news or scam baiter or scam news and try to call some scammers when it gets a little bit later. That's what we do here. Hi, Silver Fox 74.
What up, Silver Fox? Welcome.
So sometimes the show is super awesome and very organized and professional, and other times we just wing it. So just come hang out and with us twice a week and have a good time with the community. That's what we do.
And I can't chat in the chat too much to say hey to everybody individually today. I normally do, but I do see everybody there. Thank you so much for being here. It's every day there's somebody new from down under that finds us. Today, New Zealand, I haven't seen before, or more Australians. It's just, I love down under. I'm telling you, I got to get down there.
Well, we have a new friend from New Zealand, so now I have an extra love of New Zealand because of our new friend.
I mean, it's pretty close. When I finally get to Australia, you should come with me. You can always, we can drop your ass in New Zealand and pick you up on the way back if you want.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to be coming so I can carry your luggage and everything.
Yeah, I'd like to see New Zealand anyway, but I meet more and more friends from Australia, so I got to get down there.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny Broadway here. Hiya.
Yeah, hi, Johnny. Great to see you.
This side, Zeb.
Thanks, and special thanks to the mods and the members today. Good morning. Welcome. We got some sad news yesterday. Our good friend Wenja got demonetized.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
That was a shock. I mean, I always look forward every Monday. You know, I don't watch too many videos anymore. I try to show support, like we always talk about. Like, it's tough once you start creating content, and we're always, talking about the show, and then you're doing your thing. But every Monday, Wenja is one of the few that I always religiously watch. I've been a big fan of his before I even started picking up a phone to call these scumbags. And it was just a sad day when that video came out. I'm still not 100% sure exactly what he did, and either is he. But he is going to contest it. But we know from the past, from people like TAGOW, it's a very tough battle. So we can talk about it maybe. Maybe people know more. about this than we do. And then, of course, we're going to talk with Deo later tonight, and we can go further in it with him.
Yeah. So Deo, we'll be having Deo on the show on Thursday, and we'll ask him about it. So I mean, we're recording it tonight. That's why it takes it tonight. But we won't be airing it till Thursday. But we'll ask him. We'll ask Deo about it and see if he has any thoughts. But basically, it looks like you can have they feel like he has a template for his videos, and you can have all of your videos just be the same template over and over. You have to have variety, I guess. We don't know. We'll see as we get more research, but we definitely show him love and support.
I don't know what that template term means. I don't know if they're saying because he always uses, maybe some of the same anime. I've used a ton. Well, I'm not monetized anyway, for whatever other reasons, but they would probably go after me anyway. But I was using the same picture that Lisa made for me in the very beginning, the shark. A lot of the videos are just that one picture. I wonder if it's something to do with that. I don't know. But his videos are always different. Each content is different. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yep. So.
Yeah. No warnings. They just you wake up in the morning and you're not monetized. And I don't think he cares so much about making money. He is retired though, so the extra few $100s he gets from ad revenue. And I don't want to talk too much about his finances stuff, but it's still the main thing is when you're not monetized, and like I'm getting hurt lately because there's people that only have 20 subs that might get 2,000 views on content that's either below mine. Not that mine's all that good, but I mean I was getting 800 views, 1,000 views, and all of a sudden you reach 1,000 subs and you choose not to monetize. YouTube won't promote you as much, I think, because they can make money. So I'm not. I think his videos. I just worry that they won't go out to as many people because he does a great job with entertaining, plus showing awareness, and plus just driving these scumbags crazy. So we'll see what happens. The other way to look at it is he does have so many subscribers. His videos are always going to get a lot of views, and I think the next complaint will be there's still ads on his videos, even though he's not making the money.
Yeah.
So that does happen.
Yeah, and I think that they play ads on most all the videos, even if they're not monetized. Like, I feel like I was watching,
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm not saying that that's okay, like, it's not okay, but I can understand, like, we all use YouTube for free. It's their platform. If they want to run ads, like, we're using it for free. You know what I mean? Like, I could see the day where they start charging people to use YouTube, but right now it's totally free. So I don't begrudge them for running ads because it's a business and that's how they make money. And right now they're not charging people to upload. Do you see what I mean? But at the same time, you have to be reasonable, and that YouTube can't make a bunch of money off of somebody and then not share it at all either. Do you know what I mean? Like, there has to be a balance there. But
like, we're not entitled. I hear what you're saying. We're lucky that there's a platform for free that we can post, and it's good if people can make money on it. I guess what I don't like is when they suddenly change the rules in the middle of it and hurt a good person like Wenja. And again, we don't know the whole story. We don't know everything, but I just don't want like a company to get in trouble and then say, okay, we need money now, so we're going to demonetize these people, and this is the reason why. And it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I definitely agree that we shouldn't just take for granted. We're in a position where it's free and you can make money. It's a great platform. YouTube gets a lot of people their start, and it allows people to share, especially with scams, spread awareness. I just like, they get very confusing when they start making up rules all of a sudden for people. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I always wondered if maybe they should. Yeah, I don't know. I just think you have to always, anyone that knows me knows I'm someone that tends, anytime someone has an extreme value, I tend to be skeptical. I'm someone that extremes, like, very often are true. It's always somewhere in the middle. So there has to be some balance. Like, YouTube can't get super rich off of everyone and not share that money, but at the same time, we can't act like we just expect them to just let us use it for free and not make any money at all and just give us all the money. There has to be a balance, I think, but
Right, and I think, but if we're in a business situation and we're both mutually exploiting each other, somebody, I think it was Johnny Broadway, that's an awesome term. We're both winning in this relationship, but then all of a sudden my business starts hurting, and then I come up with ways to take money away from you. That's a problem to me. But I don't know if that's what's going on, obviously. They could be legit. It could be a legit gripe, or it could be somebody reported them. We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always nervous that a scammer's gonna report somebody's channel, and YouTube's it's all black or white, and it's hard for the content creator to contact YouTube and actually make a great argument. It's like black or white, isn't it? Like, there might be like a template to fill out an appeal or something, but it's very hard to state exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I think if the scammers were gonna take out a channel by reporting, Jim Browning would have been taken out a long time ago, because I'm sure
that's what I always say.
Yeah.
That's what I always say too. I agree. I mean, it's like, the scammers found your channel the other day on your Twitch stream, and you're fine. Which we need to talk about. Did anything further happen with that guy? But it's like you said. I mean, the big names: Kip Boga, Payback, Browning. You would think by now all the scammers know who all three of those people are.
Yeah.
Something else would have happened. They can report. Oh, I heard my voice, but a lot of them don't obviously even talk about it because they're scared.
Yeah, however, there have been a couple of instances that I know of where it was reported. One is
well, if you show the scammer's face, they get pissed.
Yeah, I think a few times it got taken down when they showed their face. I could be wrong, but I think so.
No, I know you're right. Yeah. Didn't that just happen to Trilogy not too long ago?
Yeah, did they show their face, or I guess they did. I don't know. I should have asked. I should ask them, like, what happened with that. Oh, he was? That's awesome, Jim.
Fun guy.
Good morning, Nicole. Thanks for listening at work.
I'll try not to use so many F words.
So this Thursday...
No promises.
Yeah, no promises. Oh, Trilogy showed their face. I guess that's why, but... I'm not saying I'm in favor of YouTube. I'm just saying I guess that's why, so... So we have a special day on Thursday.
Oh, really, Mukesh? Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean,
yeah.
That's a whole nother topic then.
It's officially the season 1 finale.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Episode 74.
Yep.
Wow.
Episode
When do we start
74.
this little thing here? November, December?
Was it December? Hold on, let me look.
I think it was like right after my birthday.
Let's
But
see.
man, that's a lot of waking up early.
Yeah,
74
for sure.
shows.
I don't know if we can do one season as 75 episodes every season. Now, that's a lot of episodes for one season, don't you think?
Well, it doesn't. I mean, we just call it a season, but it's just more like just an ongoing thing. But we could always break it up and take a vacation every 25 or every 50. I'm good either way.
We'll just see what happens. But for season 1, we're ending with episode 74, episode 74 on Thursday, and then we will be on vacation for 2 weeks. And then when we come back for episode 75, or season 2, episode 1, I guess we could call it. That might be better, long term. We will have Mr. Scammer Payback with us.
So that's where we're gonna end with Deo.
Yeah.
And we're gonna restart with Scammer Payback.
Yep. Episode.
Wow.
And that'll be on September 13th. Will be the start of season 2. So I'm excited about that. So our first episode was December 6th. And Chester was there.
And where is Chester? Is Chester around today?
Yeah, where's Chester? Thanks so much, David. Thank you for the 3 months.
Awesome, David. Thanks. Yeah, get on that season. Make a best of season 1. You're the big brain here. Put together some clips. You got 48 hours. Make a best of.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, that is a great idea. And you already had mentioned that anyway. You're going to go through all the videos eventually, but you've been really busy with driving and changing locations and stuff, right? So it's going to be tough to get that out anytime soon, I would think. But
yeah, I just drove all day yesterday I'm at a relative's house visiting, so that's why I didn't get to stream yesterday. It's about a 7-hour drive. And then when I got, the only work I did do yesterday was I'm still trying to get my system totally set up so that I can listen in on the scammers' calls like I did at the People's Call Center. Because I'm excited to. Hey, DA, you're just listening today? No jokes? Dang, DA says he's off today. He's only listening. He won't be providing any jokes, I guess. That's what that means. He's just listening.
I don't know. We'll see if he can refrain. But we'll say something. He'll be able to put a one-liner in.
Yeah.
Unless he's that busy. But I don't think he can help himself. He's just that kind of person like me.
He's that kind of comedian.
Yeah, somebody will say something and he doesn't want to pass up the opportunity to comment.
Yep. And his comments are great,
then,
so I love it.
So, and then today, after our news with Mr. Draws, I believe KD Scambaiters is joining us, right?
Yep, and she will be, we are having the roles reversed. She will be interviewing us, and we will be the interviewees.
Very interesting. Just we'll see. She's been known to ask some controversial questions, but I'm going to be very shy today, so I'll see how much I could reveal.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what did everyone think of the People Call Center videos? I thought they were super amazing. I actually rewatched.
Every one of them was good.
Yeah, I actually rewatched the Trilogy Media one last night. Me and Ashton messaged them about their video. I really loved their video, but everybody's was super amazing. So thank you guys, and thanks Take Two for coming on my watch party, and for those that came by the watch party, thank you guys. It was really, I had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, the 10 minutes that I was on there were a great 10 minutes. So it was one after the other, so we couldn't really talk as long as I thought we would have. It was just a buffet all day long of all this talent. And then, Pierogi's video was awesome. Deo, Pleasant Green, and then your video was awesome. I don't know why you were so nervous. But it was like, there was like 10 or 15 minutes in between. It felt like it was just a full day of scam baiting by the best. It was great.
Thank you, Christina T. Appreciate you spending the day with me. It was really fun. Now that I know what to expect next year, our second annual Scamorama Scam Crawl will be super amazing. This year it was kind of like, I didn't know what to expect, so it was like, okay, we're going over here now to watch this one. Also,
so many people would go into your Twitch and come in like a little bit later because you kept getting like a rotating door, obviously, and people were coming in going, "There's no sound." And you had to keep explaining what was happening, and people would make fun of me for having all these different devices. But you know what? They came in handy that day.
Yeah.
I was driving and I had your Twitch on one where you and I were talking, and then you turned the volume down. But on the other phone, I could be in the other chat and watch Pierogi. So it was definitely interesting, and it made sense to have all these devices.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't play the sound. If anyone isn't sure, wasn't able to come by, what I did was I put out my screen of me watching the video, but I muted the sound and I kind of covered it a little because I didn't want to take away from their YouTube views. So we watched it separately on YouTube, but at the same time, and we kind of chatted back and forth between the YouTube chat and my Twitch chat, but it was really fun. It was a lot more fun than if I just sat there all day by myself watching it. So next year will be super amazing. I'll start planning it now. We'll have guests and prizes and all kinds of stuff. So, and also
a little tipsy.
Yeah, and also the other thing about season 2 premiere. And I know I've been saying this for a long time, but for real, it's happening now. We will have an official launch of our merch store.
People have been asking for it. They want a CJ Scam's sweatshirt.
Yeah.
A morning show mug.
Yep, and we're going to have...
TAGOW budgie smugglers.
Yep. And our design... Thank you so much, Nathan. For those that missed it, our episode we did a few weeks ago about police raids, which I really highly recommend y'all go back and watch that. That was one of my favorite episodes we did, where we talked to Alex about police raids and stuff in India. Will be helping us design all of our merch, and he's a very talented artist, so I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Trish. Thank you.
Trish, you're the best.
Yeah.
All the time. And that's from down under.
So I'm really excited. So we'll be hitting that hard over the next few weeks and premiering that on the 13th and having Pierogi on the 13th. So it'll be awesome. You just have to live without us for a few weeks, but I would recommend you go back and watch old episodes, wouldn't you, Take?
You're right.
We could do some similar thing where we rewatch old episodes we can watch them on Twitch or something. And we could actually do it with the sound unmuted, because it's okay if we rob me of views, you know? There we go, DA Badunching. We need a mug that says this mug is taken. Anyway, every time Take gets quiet, y'all, I get awkward and nervous.
I'm not going to interrupt you. You were talking.
I wasn't saying anything that wasn't interrupt worthy.
No, have your moment. Talk.
But yeah, so we will be gone. Next week, I'll be on vacation totally. Good morning, Ghost. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much. Good morning, Melanie. Next week, I will be on vacation totally. I will not be working at all. I'll actually be on vacation. I'll be back the following week with streaming and working, but no morning show. And then the 13th, we'll be back with season 2. So, it's going to be good. Alrighty. So, Chester, what you up to? Are you busy? For anyone that's just joining us, this is a typical show. We usually have Chester Draws come on and talk about some random news stories. Most of the time, they're not related to scams. They're just fun to talk about. So we'll be doing that in just a minute. As soon as he's ready. Thank you so much, David. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, please. All right, well, okay, good, you're still there. I've tried to, improv while you mute, but it's, really scary for me. I don't know what to say.
Never stop talking. I wouldn't, even dare to interrupt. So...
I would prefer you interrupt.
No.
Thank you so much, BB. Looking forward to it too.
Thanks so much, BB.
Really appreciate all the support, y'all. And anyone that would like to be a member, good morning, Pecan.
Yep.
We really appreciate it. We haven't done a whole lot with members yet, but we will next season. But it just really helps to appreciate. It really helps support the show, and we really appreciate it. We split that membership, so it ends up you're just giving us like 40 cents an episode. So we greatly appreciate it. But we will come back next season with some more member benefits because I know we really haven't done anything, and y'all will definitely get some kind of discount or something on the merch store. The members will. We'll give you a coupon.
Yeah, coupon's good.
Yeah. Morning, Mug.
Yeah, and thanks, Dave. I like that idea.
Shh. So I'm at like I said, I'm visiting a relative right now, so Stanley is like freaking out a lot because we're in a
and then you shush me.
Not you. Stanley's freaking out a lot because we're in a new house, new place, and he doesn't know where we are. And he's like, "What's that noise, rough? What's this noise, rough?" So he's extra barky today.
Good morning, Claire Bear.
Hi, Claire Bear. How are you?
What up, Pecan?
All right, so let's add Chester Draws to this conversation.
Yeah, bring that man on here. I got word for him.
Yep. Hello. Welcome to the news with Chester Draws.
Hello.
How are you today?
Mr. Draws. How are you, sir? Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
I'm very good, thank you. I'm on the beautiful south coast of England, at Portsmouth. I'm currently in a porter cabin looking out across the sea and towards the Isle of Wight. So I'm in a good place today.
Is that near
fancy.
Southampton?
It is.
Yeah, our timing's all wrong. If I take a cruise to Australia, it stops at Southampton.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half away. As we said last week, I'll be there sort of waving at you as you try to get through immigration.
Well, I'm gonna have to sneak on that cruise. It's like $20,000, so I still haven't planned out my my little crime spree. But
weren't we looking at approaching cruise companies to see if we can do a scam show live on their things as one of your jobs? along with the free beer drinking, candy eating, sleeping on mattresses.
Nope. I don't think we're big enough where they're going to sponsor us, so I'll have to sneak in. And I don't know, I've never been on a cruise. Is it like a train where they come around and ask for your tickets? Or do you have to give them a little ticket and go through a turnstile? So I don't know.
I guess so. But whenever you see someone sort of official walking along, just dive under a lifeboat.
So, yeah, you're on vacation.
No, working.
Oh, you're working. You're on assignment.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say everybody in England's on holiday.
This is a day job.
The same week.
Yeah. Well, we're building up to a public holiday this weekend. This is one of the last public holidays before Christmas.
Oh, what kind of public holiday?
So,
what day is Christmas in your town?
Well, this year, just hang on, just checking. Yep, this year's the 25th of December.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I thought it was working out that way this year. I don't have my calendar in front of me. But, yeah. I do know Thanksgiving's on a Thursday this year, though.
Oh, that's good to know.
What's that?
But you guys don't celebrate that. You're the one who caused that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you have your Independence Day.
Another holiday you caused.
Yeah.
Yeah. We call it Traitors' Day.
Yeah. No, we don't need to go there today.
Damn colonists.
I mean, you guys caused all of the good that were here, and then you also
the holidays.
All of the holidays.
Yeah, all around the world. I mean, we're regular sort of all the originators of the party world.
And yet, over the years, you have gotten smaller and smaller.
Yeah, no. I mean, what she said. Once upon a time, all the globes and atlases were just one colour, which was red. But now it's all different colours.
Well, Fungi must be happy that there's more blue now.
Yes, I heard you mention that to him the other day. I bet that went down very well.
Yep. All right. What kind of horror stories do you have for us today? You got evil chickens?
No chicken stories today. I thought I'd run the course of chicken stories, unless something comes up in the meanwhile. But just going through the wires, looking today, it's something that unusual, I'd never heard of before, but apparently the music video for Janet Jackson's 1989 hit Rhythm Nation, which was a sensation in its terms of choreography and direction, has caused significant issues for computers.
What do you mean?
A computer manufacturer discovered that playing the music video for Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation would crash certain models of their laptops. And it's
gosh.
I'm not sure I'm allowed to mention the brand, but there's lots of them. But apparently, whilst the music was playing, it would cause that laptop to crash. And even if there was another laptop nearby that was able to sort of pick up the sound of the first laptop's Janet Jackson's rendition, that would also crash.
Mm.
So all I can say is, if you have a Japanese manufactured laptop, please don't play Janet Jackson's songs.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, unless you're in a call center, I mean, maybe we need to send them gifts. Send them a CD. Just a thought.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. We could put
There'll
on
be a video of them playing that song and dancing.
Yeah, we could put on, in fact, just thinking about it, rather than them having, although it might cause us copyright strikes, rather than them having Chopin as hold music, we could put them on hold and play that music and play Janet Jackson.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
Yep,
There
just
you
when they
go.
thought they had the answer, we're changing the question. I hate that freaking hold music, but anyway.
Yeah, I do too. I hate that whole music. It like haunts
Oh.
my dreams, actually.
Yeah, right.
But most of us that make calls, do you not hear it in your sleep?
Yeah.
It's like one of those
I do.
sort of things that just goes round and round. You just can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, I
For
don't
sure.
call as much as I used to, but when I used to call, 4 to 6 hours a day, it was a lot more embedded in my head. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. This is one of these stories where involving a 4-year-old child.
I hope it has a very happy ending.
Well, it depends on whose perspective. But I'll get onto that.
Okay, well, I'll leave that one alone. But yeah, what do you got?
Yeah, well, as you know, small children, sort of 4 and upwards, don't hold back, even though their parents sometimes wish they would. And this particular story relates to a mum who knows this all too well. And she was recently left very red-faced after a daughter was a little too honest whilst chatting to their postman. The light-hearted exchange started off well as the youngster happily talked to the postman through the door while he waited to deliver a parcel. But the conversation took a turn when he asked where her mum was, and she shared the real answer, much to her mum's horror. This was all captured on one of these doorbell, the ones that if you push it records and all the rest of it. But anyway, the conversation sort of went on, and Mum wasn't free to answer the door. Her daughter did, and when the postman asked, "Where's Mummy?" Before passing the letters through the letterbox, he again asked his mummy about, and without hesitating, the child, "Mummy is upstairs having a poo."
Well, that's
the big story.
That could have been way worse. That could have been way worse. I was expecting like she's upstairs with the
No, Uncle
yeah.
James.
Yeah. So that wasn't even that bad.
No. Well, I know.
I don't like that kind of. I don't like that kind of dirty talk. But so I can't really comment on that. That's. But I am happy that
that's
where it ended, and it wasn't some horror story that I would be up for days feeling bad about.
Yeah, that one's
and
not that bad.
there's another one involving youngsters. Those of us that I know it's grandchildren or grandchild, but taking young children on long journeys and tantrums sometimes that they can cause, along with it, are we there yet, etc., etc. Academics at Nottingham Trent University here in the UK have devised a formula to predict a tantrum from children during car journeys, where T equals 70 plus 0.5 E plus 15F minus 10S. So that's the formula. Dr. James Hind, a senior lecturer at the university. Yep. And it's basically, the formula is the time, T, it took a child to become angry on a long journey, which was usually 70 minutes. And parents could delay the backseat breakdown by introducing entertainment and food. For instance, food allowed parents to delay a tantrum by 15 minutes. So, these clever scientists, they've worked everything out. So 70 minutes, less half an hour for entertainment, less 15 for eating. It's amazing what these scientists can work out.
So you're telling me that with all the problems in the world, they have to have a formula for this? This is what they're spending their time on?
Absolutely. I mean, if you have to drive around with kids screaming in the back, I mean, this is essential knowledge that's been imparted.
Let's go back to the poo story.
I think everyone in the world, I think everyone knows to stick a popsicle in the kid's mouth. And that's how you keep him quiet.
Yeah. I mean, anytime I'm in a car and I'm feeling antsy, somebody gives me an ice cream Twix bar, I'm shutting up. It doesn't take a scientist to have to make a six-figure job to tell the world that you want to shut TAGOW up, give them a Twix bar. It's just common knowledge.
I mean, unless it's scientifically proven, it's just hearsay.
Yeah.
So, let's go back to the poo story. But both of these stories you found, so I'm assuming they're on websites or they're big news, right?
Major news outlets.
Right, and I mean, they're big news. I can't get a video to get more than 500 views. These people can make the news by telling the mailman that my mom's up there doing whatever.
That's it.
Jeez. All right. I'm gonna start filming my cats all day long. We'll see if I can get something to go viral.
I bet you it would. Put it on TikTok or something like that.
Yeah.
Or what's that website where you sit in and watch people live? Like they just put their cameras on and they just go about their daily business and you just sit and watch them. I can't remember what it's called. You should put one of those up there.
They do the craziest things, though. I mean, if I don't even need a TV, which I don't have. I haven't watched TV in 15 years. I just stopped buying TVs and cable, but I can just watch the cats all day long. Sometimes, just when one cat gets crazy, it just the reaction of the other cat, like, what is that idiot doing? I can just watch it all day.
Yeah.
Well, talking about similar sort of things. In San Luis Obispo in California, I believe it's it's either Central or Southern California, police were called as a response to a 911 emergency call where there was no response. And they traced the call back to a zoo in the locale, Paso Robles. They traced the call to a zoo there, and after investigation, they found that in fact a monkey had got hold of one of the zookeeper's phones and had dialed 911. Not sure why he called 911.
Probably he wanted out.
Really?
He was being held against his will, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people have called for stranger things. I mean, I saw a video where somebody called 911 because McDonald's ran out of fries. So I'm happy. Hopefully it was a good reason. What was the outcome?
Well, they eventually tracked the call to of the cell phone and the monkey concerned. Lots of comments on social media regarding. I'm just trying to find anything. No, there's nothing really appropriate. There's one here. But you can't really blame a monkey. After all, monkey see, monkey do.
Monkey pee all over you.
Other bits like that.
Did another monkey do it first?
Well, who knows? How it managed to get through that particular combination. But yeah, it happened.
Now, did they
several units responded, and because obviously there was silence when the dispatcher phoned phoned back.
And that's the story they're sticking to, that it was a monkey that did it.
Yep.
So, did they investigate? I mean, did they check for prints? I mean, how did they know that somebody didn't do it to play a joke, which is a horrible joke. I hate when people call 911 for these crazy
horrible.
things. It's
Yeah.
funny to watch, and you're like, how can there be that stupid people in the world? But at the same time, you got to leave those people alone. I mean, let them do their job. You know, it's a serious thing. They're helping people. They're saving lives. They're talking people from killing themselves. And then you get people that are calling them because the line's too long at Dunkin' Donuts or no fries at McDonald's. Now you have a monkey doing it. How do they know that, like, a counselor there, or I wouldn't be a counselor, but like a forest ranger, or so a worker, or
I'm guessing.
And they're framing the monkey.
It could be that, but I'm guessing that it might even be CCTV evidence.
Yeah, I'd like part 2 of this story, please. I want to learn that somebody was the real culprit, and I don't want them to blame the monkey for this.
The monkey's name is Root. It's a capuchin monkey.
I've seen. Listen, I know monkeys are smart. I'm not taking away anything from the monkey. I just want to know that they really dove into this, like Nancy Drew style.
Yeah.
I really want to know that before they blame an innocent monkey, that we explore all options. All I'm saying.
I
Okay,
think that
I'll do that in between season 1 finale and season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
I think Root just wanted rescued.
That's the story. I've got some dad jokes.
Okay, hit us with
Oh, you
dad
got jokes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's hear it.
This one is for you, CJ.
Okay.
Why is England known for being such a wet country?
Because
everybody's got pictures of CJ scams up in their room.
I don't know. I give up.
But the correct answer is the Queen has been reigning there for generations.
But I'm ching.
Oh.
I haven't got my sound effects today, so I'm going to say I'm working away.
If there was ever a joke that deserved a sound effect, that was the one.
Yeah.
What do you call a bear that doesn't have any ears?
An earless bear.
Or B?
But I'm ching.
EARS.
You broke up. You sounded like a royal R2D2 for a minute.
So what do you call a bear with no ears? And the answer is B. Well, take off the EARS.
Oh, okay. I do like that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got me. Yeah.
What do you call a fish that has no eyes?
An eyeless fish.
You call what?
What?
FSH.
But I'm ching.
Oh, no. Okay. I should have paid attention more during your bear joke, and I would have got that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's a chicken one. What part of a chicken can you make music with?
Not the eyes, not the ear, the wings.
Stick.
But I'm ching.
Oh.
Last one.
Oh, come on.
What do you call an alligator that breaks the law?
A criminal.
No, well, yeah, it's that, but a crocodile.
But I'm
I see what you did there.
That's
What do you call an alligator that makes a living solving crimes?
An investigator.
Yeah.
Oh, check out the big
I
brain
got
on
one.
CJ.
I got one. Boom, 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 boom.
This last one. Promise. This one's for you.
You said that 4 ago, though.
Yeah, I know. But this one's just for you because you talk about jellyfish and sharks and the like. What does the ocean say when greeting its friends?
I give up.
Nothing. It just waves.
But ching.
And what did the beach say when the evening tide came in?
Good evening.
Is that? but long time no see.
Oh,
But
I see what you did there.
there.
Sorry, dad jokes are the best.
Okay, good job. Woo!
I mean, I'm going to be saying, I wish I would have written some of these down, but I'll look them up. I'll tell them to scammers today.
Yeah, exactly. Those are
No
your
problem
jokes
at all.
to tell the scammers.
I'll send them to you. I've got to go because
Yeah, man.
I'm being paid to apparently do some work, and I'm still trying to figure out what that work is. But I'm quite happy to take the money.
That sounds horrible. Take and I try to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah.
Called taking the money.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the problem comes in. It's the money's the problem, but the working is a bigger problem. So I don't work.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mr. Draws.
Before you go, real quick, anything you want to plug? You got a video coming out soon?
Oh, well, I still blame CJ. It's all her fault. There's a premiere coming out tonight, 7:30 UK time.
7:30 UK time. That's like 1:30 New York time, right?
Yeah,
2:30.
2:30.
Yeah.
I believe it's a 5-hour difference.
Which makes it 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. Which makes it 12:30 Texas time.
You're the hard sums.
What?
Hello?
Yeah, you're the hard sums person. You know, you were the one going to be sorting out the time zones.
There's too many time zones, but anyway, so everybody can look it up. You're going to be on 11:30 p.m., but that's England time.
Yes.
And you have a premiere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And I'm blaming
Make sure
CJ.
we go check it out.
Yeah. It involves lots of zeros.
All right.
Okay. That's, I mean, I was
Sounds
not
great.
invited to this, but I feel like I should be in that one.
Yeah.
Are you a subscriber?
You're being invited right now.
I'm not a subscriber, but I'm a zero, I've been told.
Oh, but you're not much.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Draws. Have a great day.
See you Thursday. I'll still be working here down in sunny Portsmouth. I'm in the middle of a big sort of production area. Lots of people walking around in high vis. Today is Fancy Dress Tuesday, and there's lots of people. I'm looking out the window now. I wish I could send you a picture, but I haven't got my phone with me at the moment. It's in the car. Picture of investors what's those blue creatures in Avatar, the film? I've got Tinkerbell sort of walking past. There's cat. Strange place.
Cool. It sounds awesome. I wish I was there. I love strange places.
Yeah, I wish I was with you guys. But anyway, it is what it is. A superb day, what's left of it, for Australia. Have a day just starting on the East Coast, and here in the UK and the mother country, we're halfway through it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Draws, and we love you. And I'll see you at the premiere, assuming I'm awake. And don't forget, we're not streaming.
Anyway, CJ, Take, and everyone else in chat, please stay safe, look after each other.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
You're welcome.
Mr. Draws, everybody.
Yep.
Fascinating stories and amazing jokes.
Yeah.
You lie like cheap lino.
You're goddamn right. No, I'm just kidding. It's always entertaining when you're here.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Draws.
Later, bro.
All right, I got two real scam things, real scam news I wanted to talk about. The first one is this woman, let me see where she was from. Upper East Side. I'm assuming that's New York, right?
Right near me.
She was scammed out of $1,000 after some lost children asked to use her phone to call their mom. So she was like walking around the city. These children came up to her and said, "Hey, we lost our mom. Can we use your phone?" And she said, "Sure." She handed them the phone, and when they got the phone, they Venmoed money to themselves from her phone. So, I would say if any children approach you in the Upper East Side, just ask them, "Sure, what's the number?" and call them yourself. Don't actually hand them the phone.
Oh, wow, that's little criminals, huh?
Yeah. Let me see how old these kids were.
It's a sad world. Because now we're all going to be on. Like, you always want to help out a little kid, obviously, but now you're going to have like you're going to be. You're going to have an eye open the whole time. What are they doing? What are they doing? That's crazy. Funny, very sad.
It's sad
and scary. The criminal element, man. These people are smart. How old were they?
I don't know. That's why I was just looking. I don't see how old they were, but it just says an investigation is still currently ongoing to find the two children. So they were definitely like children, but it doesn't say how old they were. But
they'll catch them. They'll catch them.
So if a child comes up to you, I think the easy solution is if a child comes up and says, "I need to call my mom," just say, "Okay, what's the number?" You know what I mean? You don't actually have to hand the phone over to them. You know what I mean? Besides, it's better for an adult to tell them where they are anyway, even if it's real.
Right. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, I would think that if they Venmo money to their Venmo account or to a bank account or however that works, that's easily trackable.
Yeah, they Venmoed it to a business account, and the name of the business account was Black Lives Matter. It's not the actual Black Lives Matter. That's just what they named the account. So they obviously had it all set up to email it to this random business account, which is why it's making it harder to track down. But
right, but they messed up somewhere in there.
Yeah.
People never think it through. You know, that reminds me, and I know you have another story, but
no, it's okay.
It just reminds me, my friend was telling me how when he was young, him and his friends robbed a house. And this person had all this weird kind of money, like $2 bills and 50-cent pieces, and they stole it all. And it was like, I don't know, a couple $100. And they went to Taco Bell, and they bought however many tacos you can get with $200-something, and they paid with all this weird money. And then when the cops started investigating, it was easy to find them. Because how many people go into a store like that with $200 and $2 bills and 50-cent pieces? Mm-hmm. They messed up. So there's something like that here. These kids messed up. Right. She'll get her money back.
Yeah. Hopefully. Hey, good morning, Eagle Strike. Yeah, hopefully. It's definitely a sad. It's sad. It's not at all funny. The only reason I'm laughing is just because it's just so sneaky. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so sneaky that it makes me laugh, but it's not because the situation is funny.
and also, we can laugh at it because it didn't happen to us. No, just kidding.
So the second story was this kid. It also involves the child. He spent 2 years refereeing hockey games, mowing lawns, and saving his birthday money for a boat. Because he wanted to buy a boat. He's only 14. And then he got he went on Facebook to look for a computer. Hold on. And when he was on there, somehow he ended up getting scammed all of his money. Like, the person convinced him to send it to Zelle in order for him to accept money for like, he was selling a computer. And in order to accept money for the computer, they got him to Zelle money first, and he lost all of his money in a Zelle scam, which I think is really sad because it was commendable that he spent so much time. Like, he started when he was 12 saving up because he wanted to buy a boat, and now he got scammed and had to start over. So it's very very sad, I think.
I think everyone would.
Yeah. So now his parents are trying to talk to Zelle that there should be some kind of parental approval on minors' bank accounts for Zelle. It was a joint account because he is a minor, but he still was able to do the Zelle without like any parent authorization. And so the parents are trying to work with Zelle to make some kind of parental approval if the minor's on the account, which I think would be great. You know, because it's just way too easy. Zelle is like good, extremely good, but also bad because like me and my family, we actually use Zelle to exchange money all the time, and it's so easy. But that's the problem, is it's very easy to scam. It happens to me all the time when I'm baiting. People try to Zelle money. It just happens so quick and so easily. So I definitely agree that if a minor's on the account, there should be some extra, an extra, like, text or something, code that you have to enter or something to, protect the kids, because it is so easy.
It's so sad somebody do that.
Yeah. But it's really sad, like, I'm assuming that the person that stole this money was an adult, so they stole it from a child. Like, they tricked a child to steal his money. Like, how low can you get,
Right.
So
small world.
It's terrible. So those are my 2 scam stories of the day. They're not as good as Chester Draws news, but I thought it was just interesting. Definitely be careful with your Zelles because they very easily can be used to send money. That's why you never let anybody onto your devices, ever. If somebody needs to use your phone, please help. If people need help, we want people to help people. But just do it safely. So if someone needs to make a phone call, just type the number in and hold the phone in your hand. Or if somebody, asks you on the street for that kind of thing, just be cautious. We don't want to get to the point, though, where we're never helping people, I guess Take doesn't agree.
I said right.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
Yeah.
Good morning, Tech Gorilla. Yeah,
And there
welcome
were
to the morning scam show.
there were 2 earthquakes recently, overnight or yesterday. A big one in Bali, Indonesia, and then there was another one in India.
Oh, really? Where? I want to know where.
What?
Where in India? Do you know?
I can't. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not gonna say it and make myself look bad. It starts with an R. And then I think if you went to the news part on your phone and put in earthquake India, it would show up the first one. I don't think anybody was hurt, and there was minimal damage there. I think it was still big. It was like 4.1. The one in Indonesia was huge.
India has a lot of extremely difficult names to pronounce.
That's what I'm saying. That's your job. You can say what it is. It starts with an R. Let's go with that. And you don't even have to roll it. Just say it starts with an R.
R. Okay. All right. Well, this was an awesome edition of the news. So, Kelly, are you ready to come on? We'll take a take break and then we'll have Kelly come on. I do want to say, I don't know if I should be saying this, but I do want to say, in light of everything that's happening with Wenja, I'm a little bit nervous right now to play clips from other people's channels because I don't want to have any issues. I'll be looking into it further, but for now, we're not. I don't want to play any full videos of other videos that are already posted on YouTube. So, because I don't know if that's reusing content. So, I won't be doing that right now, except I am going to play Take's video right now because he already made it and it's super good. I already watched it the other day and it was really good. So I want to make sure we watch that. But starting on
I posted this yet anyway. You're safe.
Yeah.
You're not reusing anything. If anyone will be reusing it, it'll be me because it's starting on your channel.
Yeah, that's true.
I would think. So I
would think so too, but I just want to err on the side of caution because, you know.
But you are being cautious because you're starting with mine. I'm the real culprit here. If I post it, that means I'm reusing it, right?
I guess. I don't know. I just don't trust YouTube to not have an excuse, like you said, just an excuse to demonetize me or something. Although I do think that they tend to protect channels that get some kind of super chats because that'll go away and that makes them money as opposed to channels that just have ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? Because if they take the ad revenue away, yeah, they're gaining money. If they take away channels that have super chats, then they're losing money. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, that makes total sense. And if there's 80 people in here, and if everybody super chats, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's joking. You don't need a super chat. But I'm just saying, sometimes people are so gracious to give us some super chats, which we super appreciate, but it might actually help protect the channel a little bit, you know?
Yep.
All right, well, we will go to a take break, and when we come back, we will have our interviewer, Kelly, on, interviewing interviewees, TAGOW Media Scam Freaks. So let's see what he has to say for himself. I'm excited to see what he has to say for himself, so. All right, here's our famous TAGOW Media and our take break.
Good morning. Hello?
Hi, am I speaking to name unavailable?
What did you say? Try that again, but in English.
Name unavailable. Name unavailable.
You want to speak to name unavailable?
This is Ryan. How can I help you?
Oh, Ryan?
Yes?
Oh my goodness, you sound so stupid. Is there anyone else there I can speak with?
No, there is no one else.
Oh, okay. I'll call back in a little while. Actually, about 1,000 more times, okay? Hang up on me.
All right, not a problem. Thank you.
Yep, go fuck yourself.
Good morning.
Oh, hi, this is David Shaw from Microsoft. I received this call.
Oh, Microsoft, right?
Yes, sir. This is Microsoft.
Yeah, I called a few times. I was looking for something, sir. Actually, a person. I was involved with a man. His name was Chocolate Chip. He's a midget, and I was trying to figure out if he works at Microsoft now. Is there any short people that work there? Like really short. Like a midget. And he goes by the name Chocolate Chip. Go ahead, please. Thank you so much for calling me.
Thanks for calling support. This is Raymond. How may I help you?
Hey, Raymond, I'm wondering if you can help me. Are you in the Seattle office, or are you in a different location?
Beg yours.
Where?
What are you talking about?
Which location of Microsoft are you working in? I have a favor to ask you. I'm looking for somebody, like an ex-lover of mine. His name is Chocolate Chip. He's a midget. I don't know. I know he's working at Microsoft now. I lost contact with him. Little guy took off with my Dragon and my credit card. Is he there?
This is Microsoft support.
I know it's Microsoft. Oh my goodness. Listen, you have to be on point if you want to say that you work at Microsoft. Microsoft has different locations around the United States. I have a friend who works there. Well, he's an ex-lover, actually. His name is Chocolate Chip. He's a midget. I'm asking...
If your friend is working there, you can call your friend then. Why you call us?
Do you understand me, what I'm saying? He works at Microsoft. I'm wondering if he's working in your office. Can you do me a favor and look around and yell Chocolate Chip? What's wrong with you, Gandu? Man, you are stupid, huh? Really stupid. How do you scam anybody? Go ahead, please. I'll call you back, bitch. Don't hang up on me.
Thank you for calling Microsoft. How may I help you today?
Hey, I called a couple days ago. I had a pop-up, and the guys fixed my computer, but they left a giraffe in my apartment. Is that normal practice? Go ahead, please. Hello?
Thank you for calling Microsoft. This is Jay. How may I help you?
Are you talking to me or somebody else? I can barely hear you.
Hello, now you hear me properly?
Yeah, now I hear you. Can you help me or no?
Call me daddy.
Can you help me or no?
Fuck you.
I think that means no, right?
I'll call you back.
You risk customer support. How can I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking for Microsoft.
I'm sorry.
Is this Microsoft?
Yes, you. Yes, sir. You have it one Microsoft way.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm wondering...
In Redmond, Washington.
And where?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Redmond, Washington.
Okay, your phone's breaking up, Gandu. I'm looking for Santa Claus. Is Santa Claus there today?
Santa Claus is not here today, sir. I'm so sorry for that.
All right, I'll call you back in about 10 minutes. Maybe he'll show up by then, okay? Thank you.
Hello, this is Myra from Cash Advance America. This is to inform you that regarding your loan application, which is approved with loan approval code CAA 78665, press 1 to speak to a...
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Loan officer Godric
Yeah, before you...
from Personal Loan Finance. This call is regarding your loan application, which has been approved for a loan amount of $6,000 on flat 7.5% rate of interest.
How much interest?
So you are still looking for this loan?
How much interest?
7.5%.
You said 6.2%?
7.5% rate of interest.
I can definitely do 5%. Let's do it.
No, it's 7.5% rate of interest.
A 3% interest is amazing. Why are your rates so low? 3%? No one gives 3%. What's the catch?
Can you hear me now? Are you deaf?
What?
I said the rate of interest is 7.5%.
I'll do it all day long. 2% interest? You're amazing. Thank you. You saved my life. I need the money. 2% is perfect. Go ahead, please. Not sure what went wrong there.
Welcome to Microsoft. My name is Danny. How may I help you today?
Oh, Danny. Oh, Danny. Shut the fuck up. You sound ridiculous saying that. Go ahead, please. Danny? Oh, Danny boy?
Thank you for calling support. This is Mike. How can I help you?
Oh, hi, madam. I'm wondering if you can help me. Is this Microsoft?
Yes, sir. This is Microsoft. How can I help you?
Oh, and what was your name, madam?
Sir, my name is Mike.
Oh, Mike. Oh, you're a man, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fortunately, I'm a man.
okay. Yeah, you know, a man wouldn't sit there pretending to work at Microsoft and hook up to people's computers and tell them that there's fake viruses on there and that there's pop-ups that they need to call you for. You're not really a man.
Okay.
Okay, you're a scumbag.
I think I'm...
Right? You're a chuthia.
Well...
Hello. Namaskar.
Okay.
Aap kaise hai? Aap kaise hai, Gandu? Tumhara asli naam kya hai, Mike? Go ahead, please. Let's talk.
I don't know what you're talking about, but...
You know what I'm talking about. I mean, you can sit here and lie to yourself, but, I mean, who are you really lying to, me or you?
Yeah, I can understand what you're talking about.
You can understand, right? Yeah, I mean, why don't you get a job and stop pretending to work at Microsoft?
Hello.
Hello?
Alright, thank you for calling technical support. You're speaking to Lucas. How may I help you?
Oh, hey, Lucas. I'm sorry. I was looking for Microsoft. I must have dialed the wrong number.
Yes, sir. You're calling on the right number. You're speaking with Lucas. I'm calling you from the Microsoft headquarters.
Oh, you work for Microsoft?
Yes, sir.
I mean,
I work for the Microsoft.
You sound ridiculous. You have to know that. I am not the first person to tell you this in your lifetime, right? I mean, you sound stupid. Let's take away the fact that you're scamming people and you'll never work at Microsoft. Anyway, you sound stupid. No matter what you're doing, you're going to sound stupid. Why do you sound so stupid? Let's talk about that. What happened to you? Something I said?
Thank you for calling support. This is Eric. How may I help you?
Eric, my name's Turkey Sandwich with a little mustard on whole wheat bread. We talked yesterday for, like, I don't know how many times. What's going on there? You still sound stupid. I thought you were going to get smarter in one day. I gave you time. Go ahead, please.
Time for what, sir?
Madam, go ahead, please.
Time for... Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you please give me a brief idea about what you had a word with someone yesterday?
Oh, yeah, I was calling everybody... Yes, I was calling everybody at the fake Microsoft, the scammers, you, actually, and I was just telling you guys how stupid you are, and you're still doing it today. That's what the word was about yesterday. Go ahead, please.
Thank you so much for the call.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to call you right back. You guys are too stupid.
Thank you for calling Microsoft. Hope you day.
Hi, I called a little while ago. I was looking for this side Santa Claus. Did he show up there yet?
I'm sorry?
I was looking for this side Santa Claus, sir. They told me to call back. He wasn't working there earlier. I said maybe he'll show up later. Is he there?
Okay. So, can you help me with his employee number?
I don't know his employee number. He's a big, very big man. I mean, he's really big. Like, I don't know why he's not called All Sides, but he goes by the name This Side Santa Claus. He wears a red outfit and like a very long white beard, and he's got white hair. That's all I know.
Okay, all right. Okay, so the Santa Claus will be calling you at the 5th of September, okay? 5th of December, okay?
At what time? Yes, I have a missed call.
You are talking, sir, but I'm asking.
Oh my goodness, Gandu, you are so stupid. Get a fucking job.
Like you?
You're so stupid. Oh my goodness.
Go fuck yourself, you son of a bitch.
Oh, that's not nice at all.
Hello?
Damn, you're stupid. Go home already.
What?
What? Tumhara asli naam kya hai, Chuthia?
Are you mad?
I'm not that mad. I mean, I'm feeling good today. Are you mad? You must be mad. You're angry, right? You sit there and scam people. Hello?
Hi, am I speaking to name unavailable?
What did you say? Try that again, but in English.
Name unavailable. Name unavailable.
You want to speak to name unavailable?
You are connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again. Okay?
All right, everyone, and we are back with KDA Scambeaks. Hi, KDA. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks,
What
everyone.
up, Kelly? How are you?
Hey, what up?
What's going on?
Bitches with your last video, the one you just put out. Oh, you were funny.
So let's give it just 30 seconds before we start with any questions, just to make sure that everybody can hear us, okay? Because I get really paranoid because we've had several times where we're like talking and we're having like great conversation and then nobody heard it.
Yeah, just for our test too, I just wanted to like at least people in the chat they're always looking at the images now of my videos, and Raz helps out tremendously. So like some of the Santa Claus things that people are laughing at, I mean that video would not be possible without Raz Taz doing her thing, and then obviously the Take a Glass and the shark. Lisa helped me from way back in the day. So again, I can't say enough good things about those two.
For sure. All right, I think we are audible. So everyone, this is KDA Scambaits. She's I would say a new scam baiter, right? Like you just started scam baiting recently.
I'm just a baby. I'm about a month in. Okay. I've done a couple of baits. I haven't done any PCH yet. still sticking with refund and tech support, but I have a great crew that backs me up and helps me out with, like, if I get stuck or something. So it's quite a, scam baiting is different. Very different.
Yeah.
You know, like I saw you guys on Discord last night. I think it was just you and Dex, and I was going to come in there and say hello because I know we're friends on Discord a lot. Like I talk to you and Dex and Pecan and a few others a lot more than other people. But like you were in Fungi server, and I was going to come in and say hi. It was late last night, and I couldn't get to sleep. And then I said, you know what? They're probably baiting and making calls because it was just you two in there. So I know you guys are serious about always calling, whatever hour of the night it is. And I know we'll definitely have you back, and we'll drill you on some questions. But like real briefly though, just in the last month, I mean, what brought you into this community? If you can just before we talk about why you're here. Of course, I have to interview people. If you put somebody in front of me, I'm going to ask questions. It's this the curious person. I'd like to know about people, but like, why did you all of a sudden join this community? And now I see you everywhere.
I think I joined this community about a year ago. I started out with like watching people on YouTube. And then I got
I'm curious about is why. Like, what made you start getting in? Like, did you have a personal thing going on that you can talk about, or you just kind of thought it was interesting? Okay.
Yeah, I got scammed. This was probably about 2 months ago. But when I was looking for an apartment one time, and I went on Craigslist, and I found an apartment. It was like the best price that I found, and I started texting this man, and he said he was pastor overseas, and he had this apartment, and he wanted to find a good family to occupy his apartment while he was overseas, and he wanted to know like what we look like and stuff like that. So he asked me for pictures of my kids, and I was just so uneasy about it. And then he wanted the deposit and the first month's rent sent through what's it called, Western Union. And then if I sent the damage deposit and first month's rent, then I would get the keys. So it was one of those typical, but at that time I didn't know anything about scams, and I was just going along with it. And then my husband at the time was like, this doesn't seem right. And I'm like, what do you mean doesn't seem right? I looked up the address of the place, and it was totally under a different rental company. So at that time, I was like, I did my research, and then I was like, yeah, it's a scam. So that's how I kind of got into learning about these things, because I kind of fall for things easy. And I didn't want to like fall for stuff like that. So that's how I started out watching scam baiting.
And that was just a tough lesson, but you'll never be scammed, I would think, at this point. Well, I shouldn't say that. We can all be scammed, but you can be extra careful. You know, it was an eye-opener to know that these bad people exist. I'm constantly on Craigslist. I talked about this numerous times, those types of scams, where there's like pictures of an apartment in New York City, and you know, you're lucky if you can live in New York City and not have to live with 8 people and pay less than $3,000 a month. And you're seeing these apartments for $500 a month, beautiful, brand new loft, and pets are accepted. You could have a hippopotamus they accept. There's electric is included, and for $500. And then they want you to give them the money first, or security, and they don't even want to show you the apartment. And people fall for it because it's too good to be true. So it's a sad thing, but people do fall for it, and it's you're not alone. You're definitely not alone.
Well, can you imagine if I sent that money through Western Union? I would never see it. I would never see the money again, and I would never see the keys to the apartment. So it would have been like,
yeah. And then it just brought you into this wonderful community, and all of a sudden you're huge supporters of all of the scambaiters, and now you're scambaiting, and we look forward to hearing some of the work that you and Dex have been doing. I've heard some of it live. It's pretty amazing. So hopefully you'll have videos uploaded, and you'll have a channel soon, and we can come back and interview you.
Yes. It's a slow process, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Slow process.
Absolutely.
Because you have to get used to like what scams are out there, and you've got to learn how to I think I already know how to talk to people because I was a single mother at one point, and I have a child with a disability, so I learned how to talk to people because I had to advocate for her for all her life. So I learned how to talk to people on the phone, and I'm just using that as in my scam baiting because I know how to get what I want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dex has all the equipment, all the numbers, so you're in good hands as you get your feet wet into it. I mean, even in my last 2 videos, I think every single call was made by numbers that were provided by Dex. So he truly knows what the community is, and numbers and equipment. So, like I said, I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with, and hopefully it's on YouTube for everybody to see.
Right, and I'm still trying to get Dex to go on Twitch, but he still says no.
I mean,
he hasn't got that point yet.
I'm telling you, he's more behind the scenes type of person, and he's amazing at it. But I've heard him bait.
Voices.
And he's pretty good. I think
he is.
He needs to put a video out there. People need to see his stuff. It's very entertaining, and of course, at the end of the day, the most important thing is it spreads awareness. But I'm a big fan. I just wish I could get on there more. You guys are on there weird hours. But it's good entertainment to listen to him bait the PCH idiots.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. And he's good at the
Hey, Steve.
Ones too.
Yep.
I heard a couple of them last night. Well, that's what we were doing in that room last night. We were listening to audio.
So I'm glad I didn't bother you guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's talk about why you're here today.
I just wanted to come on. You guys are always interviewing everybody else, and I thought, well, what if I go on and ask you guys some questions? And first take, I have one for you. This one comes from Sasquatch. He just wants to know where you came up with "Go Ahead, Please."
So, I think people would know how common it is if they pay attention. If they're calling a company with a recorded message and you're on hold, and I think it was one of these companies I was calling, and it said, "Caller, go ahead, please." And I think I did it, and that's where it came from. But on the Genesis floods, where I met a lot of people, and they started to hear me, I was doing it subconsciously. It was I would talk, I would say something, and it was funny. I guess it makes it a little bit funnier because I'm there swearing, and then I'm getting polite and saying, "Go ahead, please." And I think it was just I picked it up from some company's automated recording. Yeah. So sorry, it's not so exciting, but that's the
Oh,
truth.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it's just a good line. I like it.
And it's funny that nobody's ever asked me that where it came from.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like not to I guess be too honest with everybody. Most of the stuff I say is stolen. I don't even realize it sometimes. It's out there. I mean, I would never. There can only be one Kip Bogart. There can be only one pierogi, obviously, and we're all doing our similar things. Like those guys might have set the way, you know. But you never want to copy. You always want to like take what they're doing and put your own spin on it. And not that I would want to compare myself to them, but you know what I mean. It's like I would never steal something from another baiter. If I heard somebody saying something, I don't think I would say it. I'm a big fan of the Jerky Boys, and I know some people know who they are. You can kind of tell that I'm very influenced by them, but you will never hear me use the term fruitcake or tough guy, because that's like copying the Jerky Boys, I think. And I try to be original, but a lot of the stuff, the jokes, the pickup lines, you know, the go ahead please, they come from other places.
True.
But yeah, thanks for asking that. That's a great question.
Thank you. Thank you, Sasquatch. CJ, this one's for you. What is some advice you'd give a new scam baiter?
Basically, I would give a new scam baiter. I would tell them of course, make sure that they're safe, that they're not giving out their real phone number, because from a real phone number, scammers can find out a lot of information. By the way, thanks so much to KRO and Nathan for the super chats. Thank y'all. Good night, Trish.
Yeah,
they can get a lot of your personal information, so it's very important that you protect your actual phone number that you have registered with a phone company like AT&T or T-Mobile, because they can use those to get your address, your name, your relatives' names, and then they can put all that into other campaigns of scams to, you know, target your family, target you in different ways. So it's just important to protect your own information. And second of all, my second thing is, if you're not in the mood to do it, then just don't do it. There's been several times where I didn't really feel like talking to scammers, but I did anyway, and I wasn't in a good mental space. And I ended up getting upset or frustrated or angry, and it ruined my day. And so just make sure that you're in a good mental space. If you're not in a good mental space, don't do it. Take a break. And that's what I try to do too, because it can be mentally draining sometimes. I personally feel angry and upset a lot when I talk to them, because whatever they're saying to me, they've done to somebody else, even probably at the same time, and I get upset. So it's very important to take care of your own well-being and protect yourself first, because you know, we're also important. So that would be my advice.
Yes, I found out that yesterday. I started raging at a scammer, and it's like, oh no, I ruined it already. But he was triggered already before he even like got on the phone. But it was like he started getting under my skin, and all of a sudden I just went, oh crap, here it comes. I can't stop it now.
Yeah, that's all. It's
and
fine.
we just went off on him, so it was like,
you don't have to stop it, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know. Tag, this one's for you again. What's the best thing about what you do? Like, what do you like most about, like, calling them up and giving them a piece of your mind?
Well, there's multiple answers to that, but I mean the main one is you're wasting their time. So even though it's nonsense and I'm raging, and sometimes it's just good to know that they're on the phone with you. Sometimes 10 seconds, but I'll call them right back 1,000 more times. And other times they go into 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I've had calls that are 30 minutes, which I don't really post. It's more of a heart to heart, because sometimes you're raging and they'll say, "Oh, you're pretty funny," because some of the kids are just they're criminals, they're scumbags, but again, we're all humans, and when you can hit them with a comedy thing, I've had people say, "Are you a rapper?" because I talk so fast, and then the conversation goes into Hindi rap, and then talking about Wu-Tang Clan because they know about the rap over here. So the best part is definitely wasting their time so they can't scam an innocent person out of money. But I also love the fact that in the last year I've learned so much about India, about the great people there, the language that I've been studying, the friendships, like becoming great friends with CJ and putting this thing together every morning, and then a lot of the other friends that I've made on here, and I won't start naming them because then I'll forget one and I'll feel bad all day that I was like, oh, why didn't I mention Raz? Because like one of the nicest people that I've met, and so those are the two main things. It's really just wasting time, and of course the friendships, and then I guess 3, and then learning all about this whole new world that I didn't even know about. I mean, you learn about Indian social studies when you're young, and you don't know anything else. It's like far away, and you might hear poverty, and you might know a little bit, and then when like you were talking about. Somebody scamming you brought you into the community. I had a very similar situation where I was not scammed, but somebody kept calling the number looking for somebody else, and I was like, who are these guys? They keep telling this person he won $25 million. And then that led me to YouTube for PCH, and then of course that led me to Scammer Revolts and Pierogi and all the big names, Kiboga, and then the smaller ones would show up, and the next thing you know, I was making calls myself. But it's just there's just so many things wonderful things that have happened in the past year with scam baiting, and it's just meeting people, and of course it gives us a chance to really talk about the good people in India, how wonderful that country is. We only deal with a very small percent, and they're scumbags, and yes, they do this, and it's very hard to catch them, so I think they bring it to the light. And if people that just tune in never knew about India and this is their first impression, it's very important that you also go watch lots of other videos and you talk to some of the people in our chat that are from India that hate that this goes on. This is only a very small percent of that population. It's just we expose it, and that's all we talk about. And our channel is not really here to talk about, the wonderful culture and things like that. But it's there, and people really need to know that these few scumbags that we deal with do not represent the whole country.
Oh, most definitely.
And
it's
sorry,
like
that answer was very long, but I talked a lot.
That's okay. That's okay.
I got a lot to say in the morning. I've been sleeping for a couple hours. I didn't talk to anybody, so I apologize. I got to get it all out.
Of course. CJ, this one's for you. What advice would you give a victim of a scam?
Victim, well, for one, you're not dumb, because I feel like that's their first thought is, how could I be so stupid? How could I let this happen? It's very common, and I think that almost every victim that I've met that got victimized were just nice people. They were good people, and someone told them, you need to do this or you need to do that, and they just believed them. Believing somebody, I mean, unfortunately, it's getting to the point where if we believe somebody, we can't believe everything that we hear, but it doesn't make you dumb. It actually means that you're a very kind, caring person, that you respect people, that you don't just dismiss them. So it doesn't at all mean that you're dumb, and it's not anything that you should feel ashamed about. And just please seek some help, because if you've been scammed, there's some steps that you really need to take to protect yourself as well as protect other people from the same scammers. And So make sure you reach out for help. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed about. It happens to a lot of people. And just reach out for help. You can always go to our website, aspire.org, aspre.org, and fill out the form there. And then we can help you with the next steps. And we're here for you. So, it's okay. It's happened to a lot of people. So that would be my biggest advice.
Good. Sounds good. Yeah, because I got scammed. Well, I made a mistake. I went on YouTube about 2 months ago, and I basically was going to watch an event that happens in my province, and I thought that it was somebody was going to stream it, and he said, "Oh yeah, go over to my website, and that's where I'll be streaming it from." And then I went over and I registered, and he said, "Oh, I need your credit card just to know where your location is." And I'm like, "That doesn't sound right, but okay," because I was like right excited. And come to find out that right after I thought, "Oh, I'm so stupid. Now somebody's got my credit card. I'm so stupid." But then I found out, well, I checked my credit card right away, and there was like 2 hits within like 5 minutes of giving my credit card away. And then I called one number right away and got them to reverse it and got a refund right away. But then the second one was only like $1, and I thought, "Oh, I just lost $1, whatever. It's my mistake, my stupidity, whatever." And then I went away for the day, and I came back, and there was a charge for $59.99. And I thought, "Okay, what's this? Why is this on my credit card?" So I called my bank right away, got them to cancel the card, and was going to call the company, but the company was in UK. So I couldn't call them, but I did get a hold of them through chat, through their website. And the next day I contacted Fun Guy and worked with him to get the company investigated. Since they've been shut down, numbers gone, website gone. So yeah, that was my lesson learned. Don't ever give your credit card away for your location.
Yeah, for sure.
Nope.
No, it was one of those ones where you're like, you're not thinking until afterwards, and you thought, "Oh, I've been listening to scam baiting for a year, and you fall for this." So,
that's why I was saying earlier. I mean, anybody can be scammed nowadays. Some of the stuff's so legit.
No kidding.
Your environment can make a difference. You might not be in your right element that day, having a bad day, and then you get a call from whatever. And in your case, it was minor.
Yeah.
So at least sometimes there's rupees at the end of the rainbow. It's not like, I mean, now you know.
Yeah.
But it's. I mean, when Jim Browning gets fooled from somebody claiming to be from YouTube, we're all at risk.
No kidding.
Like CJ said, it's you're not dumb, you're not anything because you were scammed. It sucks that it happens, and sometimes you get your money back. Other times you just have to look at it as a very tough lesson.
Yes.
And at least in your case, it wasn't like you were mailing them $60,000 wrapped in tinfoil in a book.
Yes.
So
yes.
you got to look at the bright side.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys asked me at the beginning how I got started in this scam baiting world. Has anyone ever asked you guys how you guys got started?
Yeah, usually. I mean, we can both talk about it. It's pretty quick, I think, just like your story.
Sure.
I mean, it's the typical way. I mean, like I said before, I had a phone number I got from Sprint, and somebody must have owned it before me, obviously, and he must have been scammed, or he was on the hook from those PCH people. I think every other day I would get calls from the 876 area code, and there was people saying, I won $25 million in a brand new Mercedes. And then, I started instantly saying, who the hell would fall for this? And that kind of led me to YouTube, and then that kind of led me to Scammer Revolts and Hoax Hotel and Jim Browning and Pierogi and Kit, and and then of course all of the other channels. And I was so amazed that there were so many channels that were doing this. But I kind of went to YouTube to do my research and typed in PCH, and then I saw Grams, I think, or people that would mess with them, and I just kind of fell into the community and said, you know what, I'm going to start messing with them. I'm tired of these guys. And the next time the PCH were calling me looking for that guy, I was like, okay, before you come for the gift card, I need you to pick up 9 Lives, Captain Crunch, and I would give them my grocery lists. And I was like, you know what, I should record this stuff. Maybe somebody would find it entertaining, and I could help spread awareness too. And that's kind of the short story of how I got into it. And then shortly after, I think 6 months later, I was on YouTube again, and Genesis Floods popped up, and I was like, what is this? And it looked like people were calling in, and I know it's been a while since he's been active, but the short version of what he did was he had a YouTube channel, and there was 15 or 20 lines set up where everybody could call in and just rage to scammers, and he had a dialer where it would just constantly be giving you scams. And then at one time, you would hear 15 different baiters all together on YouTube, all at the same time, messing with scammers. And I was passing through, and I hear this beautiful chaos, and I'm like,
beautiful chaos.
I hear Lisa, who's one of my biggest influences. She's always in chat, artist known as Lisa. I hear her, what's up, scammer, you piece of shit? And I was like, oh, you can say that? So I was like, the next day I called in, and then that's when I started saying things like, go ahead, please, and people started to know who I was a little bit, and I just got addicted to the attention, and also it was like, what more could I come up with for the next day? And I just fell in love with the flood, and obviously, met all these great people. CJ and I met there. We've been friends ever since. Obviously I've been in touch with Raz and Lisa and Betty, and Kat's always in here, and a few others. And I'm sorry if I forgot anybody. I always forget names, but I met so many wonderful people through there. But yeah, that's how I got started.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you, CJ?
Pretty much the same way, just
same way.
4 weeks later. But what happened was in March of 2020. Was it March of 20? No, March of 2021. Yeah, March of 2021. I found YouTube recommended Scammer Payback, and I binge watched his stuff, and was totally amazed. I didn't realize people did that. So I was really amazed by it. And then YouTube started as I was watching those YouTubers recommending smaller scambaiters like Scammer Jammer and Skeleton Siski, which they're not small, but compared to Millions or whatever, and Kit Boga and all those. So I just started watching more and more scam baiting, and then I came across Genesis Floods and decided to give it a try. And then, yeah, that's it. And I've just been trying. It's been a year later. I've just been trying to improve my skills more and more. So, yeah,
cool.
not too much of an exciting story, but a lot of people get their start from YouTube because it's just YouTube recommends it, and they're like, wow, people do this? Awesome.
So I got one more question from, this one's from Dex. Where do you see the morning show in the future? Do you see it getting bigger and bigger, or
you can answer that one first.
Where you want to take it?
Yeah, we're not in any kind of negotiations yet, but I see it going to like NBC, CBS, HBO. Probably, if I want to stay myself, it would have to be on cable. No, I mean, my goal. I mean, of course, people change and things happen. My goal would be to do this for a very long time, and hopefully we get better at it. We bring in more things. Maybe one day I end up or CJ ends up moving closer, and we can kind of do it together on camera and have like a little studio set up. Maybe at least bringing it to the next level in the beginning. But the short answer would be, hopefully, I see it always being here as long as there's people coming into chat, and we can bring scams to the forefront, spread awareness. But I definitely see it growing. For how long? I mean, time will tell. But that would be my vision, is to see it grow and to keep doing it longer and longer and longer. And then also the other aspect of it would be to hopefully get other guests that aren't just in the scam baiting world, and also find a way to make it entertaining. I know a lot of the people that join us in the morning are here for scams. But I think it's also fascinating when we can talk to, an ex-con who did 5 years and what prison life was like, or, somebody who's willing to talk, interesting guests, addicts and people and just a different walk of life, so we can help bring awareness to different avenues of the world.
Right. Yeah, and I have mine's similar. I really want us to. Yeah, I'm hoping one day that Take and I will be in the same room, in some kind of studio. Is kind of my dream. But I don't know if that'll happen, because we currently live pretty far away from each other. So I don't know how that would work. Like, how we're gonna find a mutual place to live or whatever. But
and maybe we'll both end up in Calcutta, and we'll do it live from Calcutta every day.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's definitely my dream, where we have like a studio similar to Pierogi. An office that we set up as a studio, and we're working together. I just think if more of us work together in person, it really, I knew from the People's Call Center that working together in person really has a different impact than when we're all separated. Even though we're doing a lot online, just being together, working together would be so impactful for so many reasons. So I'm hoping to bring several people. My goal one day is that we can have several people that work together. We can bring a few people, some of our friends over from India here, and work with them, like Alex. I think Alex would be a wonderful person to bring over here, and we're all in the same room working together. But also, I really want to use our show to expand the community as a whole and expand awareness about scams. Thank you, Tech. We, right now, like, a lot of the people that watch our stuff are people that are already watching scam baiting, and I really want to expand that out somehow. Like he said, having different guests on will allow, different people to come in and help us teach new people about scams and just build the community as a whole. We would if people come in, they learn about scam baiting from us, and then they go watch Pierogi. I would love nothing more, because that is teaching somebody something that they didn't know that will help them and their families, and have that kind of awareness spread. So that's what I'm hoping that we'll do. It's not just about our channels, it's about the cause and spreading awareness. So next season we are going to be having more non-scam baiting on. We're going to be talking to more people, trying to get their audiences to learn about scams and stuff like that. So that's what my future goals are. So
okay.
I don't know how realistic they are, but
we're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
we might have
sure. My Tuesdays and Thursdays wouldn't be the same without the morning show.
Yeah,
because I'm addicted now. Because I happened to stumble on this channel by accident when I was up early one morning. I was like scrolling through for YouTube, and all of a sudden it was like CJ Scams and Tag morning show, and I'm like, ooh, what's this? So I stumbled. Yeah, YouTube recommended this show, so thank you, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
Also, I
Yeah,
would like
so-
to. The other thing is, I would like to expand to maybe more than just Tuesday and Thursday one day. But we're not quite ready for that because of all the work, like finding guests and the work that goes into it. I don't want to neglect some other work that we're doing, but maybe one day it'll be more than just 2 days a week. What do you think, Take?
I mean, I think when we originally started, we were talking about 3 days, and maybe we did 3 days in the early days. I don't remember. And then we kind of said, okay, that's a lot. We're waking up, 6:30, 7 in the morning, and there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, when somebody comes on, we want to make sure that we've at least watched 10, 15, 20 of their videos, that we have things to talk about, and if it's like a police detective, we want to do background on where they went to school, just things to talk about, things. Before you know it, it's the next day, and you haven't really even eaten anything, because CJ's on Twitch. She started growing immensely since we've been doing this. I've grown a little bit, but it's still a lot of work. You're on the phone to get content, and sometimes to make a 10-minute video just to put out will take you 2 hours of calling these idiots. A lot of times they just hang up, and I'm like, that's not interesting to anybody. I need them to call me an MFer or say something to my mom. I try to get them raised. I want it to be entertaining because they say some funny stuff. Originally, I think we did do 3 days, and then we learned really quick that it's a lot of time. So hopefully, in the future, we can get a little bit more organized, and maybe we can do 3 days, 4 days, at least a Saturday stream here and there. But yeah, that would be good with me.
Yeah, and if you guys ever need any help, let me know.
Thank you.
Oh, we definitely will.
Open to anything.
Yeah,
I can help. I just can't edit. I don't know how to edit yet, but I can learn.
Well, once we have
if somebody shows me, I can learn.
Once we have a full staff Take with personal assistants, we'll be able to.
I mean, you talk about being in the same room in the vision of the show. I mean, in a perfect world, we'd be in the same studio. Chester would have his own little booth to do the news. DA or Pecan would be writers, or Pecan would be doing sound effects, and DA would be writing jokes and passing them to me and CJ to talk. I mean, that's this division. Get more people involved.
Yeah. And I'll be behind the scenes running behind CJ getting her coffee and
exactly.
Dex would be hopefully she'd give you a bigger job than getting her coffee. She can get her own damn coffee.
No, I'm hiring. I want to hire.
Somebody gets her coffee.
I want to hire Brandon.
I'd have to soak her feet too, and.
And of course, Dex with the numbers, and it's just like a team effort. So I just have that vision. There'll be more people involved in our show, I think, in the coming months.
And I already decided I already decided I'm hiring Brandon's wife to make me coffee because she makes amazing coffee. So yeah.
Okay. Well, she can teach me. So.
And she's a super sweet person. So y'all would love hanging out with her. So So Brandon, if you're listening, I'm gonna be recruiting your wife to hang out with me, be my friend, and make me coffee.
Woo! Awesome. Well, that's all the questions I had for this morning.
Well, those were amazing.
Thank you for letting me come on.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, good questions. You were awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely a pleasure having you, and hopefully we can play one of your clips soon. Maybe Thursday, we'll see. It didn't quite work out to do it today, but hopefully soon we'll play something of yours, and just make sure you're being safe. But I think Dex is taking care of you with that. And
yes.
And thank you so much.
He asked me to be his internet wife the other day, so.
Cool, there you go.
With the ring and everything, so.
Awesome.
It's a picture of a ring, but It's still a ring.
Yeah, awesome.
It's a virtual romance, but it's still a romance.
Yes, yes.
All right.
So we're the wife duel, hubby and wife duel, and hopefully we'll get bigger and stronger and do more stuff as time goes on.
For sure. And thank you so much for supporting everyone in the community. We greatly appreciate it, and we love you a lot. And thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
All right, Kelly. We'll see you later.
All right.
Everyone, KDA Scambaiters will be watching out for her. She'll be at the People's Call Center next year, maybe.
I'm sure.
Oh my goodness, I think I'd be fangirling big time.
Yeah, you have to try to be cool
CJ
when
can
you're
get you
there.
coffee.
Yeah.
Sure.
You have to just be cool when
Take
you're
care
at the
of both
People's
of you.
Call Center. Okay, bye.
All right,
Thank
later.
you.
Later.
I really thought that I did a good job of being cool when I was there. Like, nobody knew I was fangirling. And then Deo told me later, he's like, it's really cute how excited you are to meet people. And I was like, dang, I thought I was being super cool. I guess not, though.
I mean, those are your idols. You've been watching them for so long. So it's, like I said, it's, regular people, but I can definitely see how you can get caught up in that. It's like my version of like Motley Crue. If Nikki Sixx walked in and I'd be like, oh my goodness, I mean, that would be like Jim Browning in the scam-baiting world.
Yeah.
Like meeting like Motley Crue or one of those bands that I've always worshipped. So I get it.
Yeah,
and I just wanted go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm not going to lie, it was just a very weird moment when I'm standing at the door. Okay, so I just met Carl Rock. And then we're standing, and then Pierogi gets a text or whatever that Trilogy Media is coming and they're giving Jim Browning a ride. So we're standing at the door waiting, and then in walks Jim Browning and Trilogy Media. It was just kind of weird. You know what I mean? It was just so weird to see them in person and be like, whoa, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm just standing here with them.
Yeah, no,
So,
I get it. Because I've gotten giddy before when we've had guests on the show, and I'm like, a year ago, I was just watching videos, and even though everyone's regular people and no one's better than anyone else, but it's like you're used to seeing Pierogi on every video, because on my feed after researching, I would always watch him, and then we're talking to him, and he comes on our show, and I'm like, wow, this guy's pretty cool. So it happens. It's definitely you need to take a step back in the beginning and just remind yourself that everyone's just regular people. Some people just happen to be on camera, making awesome videos, and we're worshiping them, but that fades. So I think you're good now.
Well,
I think now you're just friends. You're besties with Jim and Carl and Trilogy, and now that you're just equal. You don't have to be a fangirl.
Yeah, but you are too, because you got to talk to all of them. You talked to Jim, Carl, and Art, right? Did you? And Deo. Was there any other ones you talked to?
Art was cool. No, Deo's always been cool too. He's just down to earth. He's just a funny guy. But yeah, no, Art, it was funny too. And I'm sure Jim Brown, he's like, who the hell is that nut?
No.
So I don't know if I'll ever hear from him again. Not like you will. He was happy to get off the phone with me.
No, you'll hear from him again. Hopefully one day he'll be a guest on the show. Haven't worked on him yet from that angle because he was in the U.S. traveling with his family and blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to push my luck and start annoying him. So I haven't started working on him yet, but I am going to work on him to come on the morning show. I just have to do it at the right time. So it doesn't have the opposite effect. There was a couple. There was one person, I don't want to mention the channel, and I super love him, but I tried to work on him to come on the show, and it had the opposite effect. Like, I annoyed him, and now he won't respond to me. So I don't want that to happen again.
Well, I desub from that guy. I know who you're talking about, and I'm no longer a supporter. So whatever. We won't mention his name, of course.
Yeah, don't mention the name.
But I did want to say, just because we've talked for about 10 minutes since I saw the comment, and I don't want to forget, but like Steve's here. I just want to say hello, and I'm so sorry you had a bad night. but you'll have a few of those. But like I said, there's rupee at the end of the rainbow. So I won't air out your dirt. You can talk about it in chat, but he's going through a rough time. So it's good that you're here, Steve, and we wish you the best.
Yeah, well, we love you.
And then something I've said to you before, I just saw in chat where I think Organic DK, who has just been an awesome friend from down under, at least for the last couple of days. We'll see until I piss him off. Hopefully we continue our friendship. But don't send email or text when you're angry. That is the best advice. That is good. I used to respond right away when somebody said something negative, like even if it's a comment on YouTube. You take a step back, maybe even a day, then you respond to somebody. Don't ever respond when you're emotional.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. The other thing that I'm having trouble with, y'all, and I just want to say this, on behalf of, I know all these scam baiters now, and behalf on me, I know that the people that aren't doing this, the people that are doing this aren't the ones watching, but let me just say it for the record. It's very, 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 very unlikely that if you get scammed, anyone's going to be able to help you get that money back. Ever since I've been on the People's Call Center, I am bombarded with messages. A lot of them are ask Pierogi, ask Pleasant Green, ask Trilogy Media if they can help me get the money back. Like, it's over 1 billion a year problem, and as much as everybody wishes that we could give the money back, it's going to be extremely difficult. So I just want to put that out there because I'm getting so many messages about it, and I would love nothing more than to be able to help everyone get their money back. But I'm just, none of us are going to be able to do that. It's just, the problem is way too big. So the best thing we can do is prevention, try to bring awareness and prevent scams, because once that's done, it's very hard to recoup that money,
Right. Yeah, so. I mean, and we think it's ridiculous, like somebody's reaching out to you in a YouTube comment, but, when you lose a lot of money and you don't know that these things exist, and then you're on YouTube for the first time looking at things and you come across the CJ scams or Pierogi or somebody, and then you're like, oh my goodness, there's people out there that do this type of thing, let me reach out to help, and they don't know what to do, so they leave you guys a comment. And I'm sure you're getting bombarded now, and Pierogi probably has thousands of emails on this. And as much as ridiculous as we think it is, I can understand why that's happening.
Yeah. And Pierogi does awesome. He really tries to help a lot of people, but he just, it's unrealistic for him to be able to help everyone, because it's just, the problem is way too big. He has amazing, so much amazing investigative work that he's doing, amazing production work. All of that takes a lot of resources to maintain. So it's not like he's making billions and billions of dollars. So it's just very unrealistic. Believe me, none of us would love it more than if we could do that, but we just can't. It's just not feasible. So I'm just saying that I don't think that the people in here are ones that do that, but I'm just saying it's not from lack of desire. It's just lack of resources. That's why it's so important that we try not to get scammed in the first place,
I would tell you, because you're right. I mean, I think, 99.9% of the people that come into this stream know about this type of thing, and know that that's impossible. The people that, that need help, that the people that leave you comments or emails that want their money back and want you to help them, that still think it's possible, aren't here today.
Right,
so I was going to suggest maybe putting that in your descriptions or your about section. However, how many people really read them anyway?
Yeah, that's a really good suggestion. Thank you. I will start doing that, because I'm getting to the point now, where it's very hard for me to even keep up with my private messages. Like, I'm getting so many on Discord. Instagram, Twitter. I really want to. It's just getting super difficult. So if y'all message me and I don't respond again, or Facebook, I don't respond again, it's not that I don't want to. I honestly want to, but it's just getting really hard because I can't just sit all day and answer messages and not work. So it's getting very difficult. So just saying, y'all please bear with me. Because I don't just get messages. Most of the messages I get aren't for me. They're not like people that want to talk to me. They're people that's like, please, can you tell Pleasant Green this? Can you tell Pierogi this? Can you tell Trilogy Media this? Because I think people just think I'm more available than they are. Which I am probably compared to them, but I just can't keep up with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's what you have to look forward to when you have 1 million subscribers. I mean, yeah they have fans. So they see an entrance through you.
Yeah, so it's just, and so it's just really hard. And honestly, if anyone messages me, like, can you please tell somebody this or somebody that, I'm most likely going to respond that I'm not able to, because I'm getting so many of those. It's very hard. Like, if I just start constantly saying, like, this person said this person said this person said this, like, they're going to get annoyed with me. And then I'm going to lose that relationship that I need to help with the cause. You know what I mean? So I can't just start bothering everybody, or they're not gonna respond to me, and then when we're working on an investigation together, then they're not gonna be there. So I can't pass on all the messages either. But
And speaking of that, I've had people call me and say, TAGOW, I'm looking for CJ Scams. Can you get a word to her? So, it's all levels. So they see me as an entrance to you now. So welcome to the club.
I've already told Take before, so it's not his fault. But I've told him before, like, if he ever gives any of my numbers, my real one, or we know each other's real numbers, we know each other's real names, we know each other's real ages. If he ever discloses any of that information, I'm going to make a video about what a big liar he is, especially my age. If you tell anyone my age, I'm going to make a video about how you lied about my age. And I'm going to make sure it goes viral. So,
if I do what now?
If you ever reveal my real age, I'm going to make a video about you, and I'm going to make you look like you lie about stuff just to cover up my age. So you better not do it.
Well, that's the first thing I did when I think about 4 people called looking for you. I said, I can't give out her phone number, but she's definitely, she's 27 years old, and I didn't know that the age thing was a problem.
Yeah, you could tell him I'm 27. Let's do that. Let's go with that one.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know you were so sensitive about your age.
But no, Take's sworn to secrecy for my phone number, so he cannot give out my phone numbers like I can't give out his. So if you ask him for my numbers, he won't be able to help you. And that's my fault, not his.
I never give out numbers. I would just email you or text you or call you and say, hey, this person, this is their number, they're looking to talk with you. That's the safest way to do it.
Yeah.
And then you can call them back from one of your text now numbers or whatever.
Yeah, and again, it's just very hard to keep up with the messages. So if I don't call you back, it's not because I don't want to talk to you or I don't care about you. It's just very hard. Jim Browning himself, has all of his stuff blocked where you can't even message him because it gets so overwhelming. Yes, I'm Gertrude McFlippy Flap, and I'm 25 years old. Y'all figured me out. Alrighty. Well, I got a Geek Squad here. Let's give it a try before we end. Both of us need to go early today because we got stuff to do, and I will be streaming. I'm here visiting family, so I need to visit A Goat is the Greatest of All Time. Because I need to go visit some with my relatives and spend a little bit of time with them before I stream again. So I need to go because it's kind of rude to be here and then just be in a room all day talking to not them. So I need to make sure that I go visit with them some. But I will be streaming, I promise you, on Twitch this afternoon because I need to. I miss scammers. I need to talk to them. I haven't talked to them in like 2-3 days. So let's try this Geek Squad.
Yep.
Hello, Aussie Beer Bum Chicken. I love that name.
Can you hear that ringing, Take?
No.
You can't?
No. But I'm hungry, so I don't know.
Stanley. Shh.
We are sorry, there is no one available to take your call. Please record your message after the tone. Press star to discard the recording.
Later, New.
Okay, so did you hear the voicemail message?
Yes. Yes, that I heard.
Okay. Let's just try 1 or 2 numbers right quick just to end with a bang, but we're about to have to go. Before we go, let me just make sure because I forget a lot. Again, thank you to all of our amazing members. We really appreciate it. And before we make another call, let me just thank Trish, David, Brian, BB, Eagle Strike, JC, KRO, Nathan, Steve, and Raz. Thank y'all so much for the super chats today. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, that one went to voicemail. Let me just try one more. And then we will say...
I think there has to be numbers out there.
Yeah. And then we will say goodbye for today, but we will be back on Thursday with Deo. So, for our season... Yeah, our season finale. So, please join us. Well, I'm sure we'll be talking some about the People's Call Center. We're going to talk to him about the Wenja thing, see if he has any insight on that, and his future plans too. So it'll be good. Make sure you come by Thursday.
Hello, and please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. Oprima nueve para española. We're very excited to tell you about a special...
That one changed to one of those, like, gift card things,
Oh. Well, or usually those things, are you over 55 or 60, medical alert?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Nothing else, huh?
Let's just try this one last number because I got 5 calls from them yesterday and I don't know who they are. Yeah, it's ringing. Sorry.
The Magic Jack customer you are trying to reach is...
Oh, snap. It's a Magic Jack customer. They still have Magic Jack? I didn't even know that still existed.
I don't even know what that is.
That was like, I just know that from when I lived in St. Martin for that year. I used Magic Jack. It's like text now, but I thought it was like long gone. I didn't know it was still around, so cool. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll try to call some more We'll try to leave more time to call scammers on Thursday. Thanks again to Kelly, the members, and the moderators. Thank you guys for all your work. and for all the super chats. And we will see you on Thursday with Deo for the season finale, season 1, the Morning Scam Show. Right, Mr. Take? Hello, Take?
Well, I thought we were done. I got the phone in my pocket. I'm walking. I hear this Southern girl chirping in my back pocket.
Well, aren't
We're
you
not
guys
done yet?
Well, I was waiting for you to say bye. Usually
bye.
you say later, y'all.
Yeah, sorry it's got to be so quick today, but we definitely have to take care of stuff. And I like to make raging calls at scammers just like the next person, but I promise Thursday, if you're into that, we'll try to go later and mess with some scumbags live.
Well, I'm into it.
Until then, we'll see you Thursday with Conversation with Deo.
Yep. All right. Bye, y'all. Love
Later,
you guys.
You are connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of time waster you are.
You want people to empty their bank account.
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers, and man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again. You have